Stand here, Akshay. Stanley, face the front. Wei Zhi, Stanley. Okay. We have learned how to round off numbers to their tens, their hundreds, or their how many decimal point. Okay. The skill in rounding up is exactly the same, even when it comes to significant figures. But it is important for us to know what are significant figures. Okay? Stanley. Aaron's face will give you answer. Okay, number one. Figures. It means the digits or the numbers. Okay? So how many digits are there? That means how many figures? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All together there are 9 digits here. So all together there are 9 figures here. Okay? Then in English, what does significant means? Almost drama student. Akshay. Significant, what does it mean? Sign. Okay. For me, there is a simpler explanation for significant when it comes to mathematics. Significant means it is the most representative or the most important. Okay? Significant means importance. Okay? So if we look at this number here, 1, 10, 100,000, 10,000, 100,000, 5 million. Okay? This number is 5,081,752.62. In this string of digits or in these strings of numbers, which one is the most important? Which one is the most telling of this value? Which of these digits? Aaron, which of the digit is the most telling? This number itself is 5,081,752.62. So what out of this digit can tell you the closest value of this number? 5. Very good. Okay? Because without the 5, can you tell that this number is Zambia? Yes. Without the 5, can you tell that this number is almost 5 million? No way to tell. But if this is a 0, or even if the 8 is a 0, we still know this number is roughly 5 million. Without the 1, without the 7, without the 2, without all these numbers, we still can tell this is almost 5 million. So out of these strings of numbers, 5 is the most important, is the most representative. So 5 is the most significant figure out of all these numbers. So significant means the most representative or the most telling, the most important. Okay? So if we know the letter 5 already, we know the number 5 already, the next most important will be this number, followed by this number, followed by this number. Okay? Just like when we talk about rounding up, the more to the right hand side, the more exact Also meaning it doesn't count as much. When we go to the left of the string of number, the more left we go, the more significant it is. Okay? So we can say that this is the most significant figure. This is the second most, third, fourth, fifth, so on and so forth. Okay? So if we have a string of numbers, if now I want to round it off, I want to approximate it, Zambia, you want to change it?
No.
Okay? If I want to round it off to very rough, I just want to round it off to one significant figure. One significant figure means I must keep this most significant figure at the most front. And do I round it up? Also same as rounding up to decimal place, all this. I look at the next significant figure. If this number is 5 or more, I will add 1 to the number. If this is between 0 to 4, I will keep. So if I want to round this number to one significant figure, it will be 5 because I look at 0, so I don't round up. Then 5,081,000, all this is roughly 5 billion. Rounded off to one significant figure. All the rest just change to 0. I only want one number, one significant figure to tell me roughly what is this number. Okay? Or if I want to round it off to 2 SF, means I need the two most significant figure out of this 5,081,000. Okay? Which means I need to know the first 2 digits. To know the first 2 digits, I need to look at the third digit. Okay? So third digit now is 8. It is 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9. So I must round up my second most significant figure. Okay? So it is roughly 5,100,000. If I were to round it off to 2 significant figures. 1, 2. Okay? So just like rounding up to decimal place, I want to round up to 2SF, I look at my third SF. If I want to round it off to the third SF, I look at my fourth SF. So, if I were to round it off to 3 SF, I will look at my fourth SF. Since this is 1, smaller than 5, means I don't round up. Means I keep 5, 0, 8. The rest change to 0 because I only want 3 significant figures. Means my 5,081,000 is roughly 5,080,000. Okay? I have 1 SF, 2 SF,